Good morning. It's good to be with you. My name's Rick Francis. We're coming live from the prayer room at VCC Mount Comfort. Good to have you with us today. In seeing His love, my lenses get cleaned. My faith increases. I find that seeing His love is foundational for almost all of my life. Usually if I'm having difficulties, it's because I'm on a wrong foundation. I'm on the foundation where I think somehow what I think or what I do or something about me is going to bring a breakthrough that I need. And I find that all my breakthroughs have come on the foundation of His love. It's always in His presence. And I find that what keeps me from coming into His presence when I think His presence is something other than love. If I come into the presence of the Lord, I'm going to get clobbered, I'm going to get judged, I'm going to get so convicted, and not a healthy conviction, but that shaming, condemning conviction, there's not a whole lot of incentive to get there. But when I see the foundation of His presence as being His love, I find it cleanses the lenses of my eyes. I see differently. I see Him differently. And so it makes Him someone that I want to run to, especially when I'm having trouble, especially when things are difficult and confusing. Then I want to go to Him because I know that there is a place that His love will speak truth to me in a way that will have a transforming effect in my life. There's nothing as incredible as being in His presence. That's where breakthrough takes place. I was just talking with staff this morning and do we focus on this area of bondage to see God bring freedom to these people that are struggling in this area? Or do we do this? And it's like, no, what we need to focus on is how do we get people to see that the place where all these things are dealt with are in His presence. Because in His presence, His love has a way of undoing the fear and removing the lies and releasing the bondages, the shackles, the chains, whatever kind of confining thing that the evil one's been able to trick us into believing that's what we deserve. And when we get into His presence, there's that place where I had no idea that He loved me this much. I had no idea that He was really this good. He's better than I can ever imagine. So in His presence, there's fullness of joy. Having had that dream that I shared last time I was with you, it's like in His presence, there was a sense of wholeness and completeness like I've never known. And now, since that dream, walking out and saying, Lord, how do I steward the truth and the reality that You gave to me in such a way as that I begin to incorporate that and own it and receive it as something that is continuous in my life? Because I don't want to go back to incomplete. I don't want to go back to partially whole. I want to stay in wholeness. Now, this is a week old, so there's a whole lot to be walked out. But the truth is, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, what no human mind has even begun to conceive, the things that God has prepared for those who love Him. These are the things God has revealed to us by His Spirit. Those that love Him are those who have received His love. We love Him because He first loved us. And so to keep the horse in front of the cart, we need to understand we first receive His love. And then out of that reception, we're able then to navigate all the other difficulties of life. And in the midst of that, offer up to Him expressions of our love. And as we do that, there's no telling what kind of breakthroughs still are on the horizon for us. So I want to bless you with that thought that the Lord loves you Stay on that as your foundation. And when things are getting skewed, go back to the foundation of his love. Because there you'll see, there you'll hear, and there you will conceive in your heart the truth of how much God really, really, really loves you. Let me pray. Father, thank you for this time. Thank you for what you're doing in the earth today. And I release a fresh baptism of your love to everyone who hears your voice and the sound of this podcast. And so, Lord, touch them, minister to them. Let your love be transformational. Get us unstuck with all our religious doings and oughts, and bring us into relational intimacy with you, where your heart is fully manifested to our hearts. We love you. Thank you for loving us. Amen.